Hello everyone, my name is Linda and welcome to this week's Pilates class. Bring yourself to stand at the centre of your mat. So stand with your feet hip width apart, lift your toes, spread them wide. And from the little toes, just press them down one at a time. Feel the four corners of each foot as it makes that contact with the mat. Just gently draw up through the arches. Draw up through the fronts of your thighs and extend from the crown of your head. Engage the core muscles by pulling the belly centre in to about 30% of your strength. And then continue to breathe and feel the breath as it comes in and out of the nose. And as you feel the expansion of the breath in through the rib cage, front, back and sides, and that compression as you breathe out. So let's take a breath in, reach those arms up overhead and exhale down. Just guide where the breath is going. Feel that fullness of breath. As you exhale, gently pull that belly centre in a little bit more. Lift the shoulders, take them up, back and down. Lifting those elbows and then bringing your thumbs to your shoulders and continuing this movement. Breath in, lifting through the heart center and release it down. Take the arms up, open out, draw the shoulder blades in toward the spine and then back. And again, open out with that breath in, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale down. Take your right arm up to the side, stretch through the right side and exhale. Inhale, feel that fullness of breath through your left side and exhale. Reaching up, pushing the hip away and release. And the other side. And release. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring those arms down and across the chest, fingertips to your shoulders. Take a breath in, lift the elbows. And exhale as you take your chin towards your chest and bring your shoulders down. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale. Feel that movement through the spine here. And then lift and bring it back to center. Let your arms rest over your chest. Take a breath in and move to the side. And exhale back to center. Inhale, keep the knees soft. This time do this with your eyes facing forwards. So you feel that rotation through the thoracic spine. Just using my fingertips here to gently ease my shoulder back. And just notice in the body where you feel this movement. And release. Bend those knees. Take a breath in, reaching up and tall. And exhale down. Take a breath in. And down. One more time. And release. So take a breath in, reaching up. And then lean over to the left side. Push back up to center and lean over to the right. To center and bring it down. Interlace the fingers behind, push down and feel that stretch through the chest, drawing the shoulder blades in and release. Roll the shoulders back. Just give yourself a little bit of a shake here. So let's take those feet wide now as we start to open up through the inner thighs. So feet are forward, bend the knees and just sit your hips back. Bring your right shoulder down and then your left. And your right and your left. One more time each side. Bringing it to center. Turn your right foot out, straighten your left leg and turn the heel just outwards a little bit. So you line up your heel with the center of that other foot there. Bend that knee, keep the hips square. Feel that stretch through the inner thighs. Nice dynamic stretch, pressing down and pushing through the foot to come back up. Press down and pushing up. This time hold, reach that arm up, stretching out as far as you can, sinking down through the pelvis. And then release. Bring the foot forward, turn your left foot out, and then the right foot in a little bit, and do the same on the other side. So sinking down through the hips, through the pelvis, hips staying forwards. One more time. Just looking for a little bit more space. So holding this one, reaching that right arm up, close to the ear, stretching through as much as you can, lengthening through the fingertips, and then release. Bringing it back to center. So from here now we're going to turn back to our right side, up onto the ball of the foot at the back. Push the hip forward, lower down, so your knee almost touches the floor, and then reach back up. So as you come down here, we're going to reach those arms up now, and then continue with this movement up and down. Feeling that lovely stretch as we're opening up through the hips. Holding it. So you can pad your knee here if you don't want your knee to touch the floor, or you can just hover it, or you can put a cushion beneath your shin. So you can lengthen the back foot away now, and then deepen into that stretch a little more. Bring your hands down to the inside of that front leg, shoulder lined up with your inside of your knee, and then just gently move side to side and feel that dynamic opening of the hip. From here, push back into a hamstring stretch. Push the heel away from you. So you're pushing your heel forwards, you're pulling your hip back, and so you're bringing your left hip forward as you bring your right hip back to keep them square. And feel that stretch. Release, come to center, hold, feel that nice stretch through the hamstrings here now. Sitting the hips back, legs are straight, drawing up through the fronts of your thighs. So we activate the quad muscles here to allow the hamstrings to lengthen. As we turn to the left side, and just bring yourself in a little bit here and come back up, and then lowering down and lift. Lowering down, take those arms up, and then continue with this movement. So draw your shoulder blades in toward the spine. Do this one more time, and then we'll hold. And then drop down if you can. Flatten out the back foot. Move that leg back a little bit. Hands down to the inside of your inner thigh. Shoulder level with your knee if you can. Push the hips down. And then just gently move side to side. And from here, just push back and just make any adjustments you need. So pushing back into a hamstring stretch. So your front heel is pushing forward and your hip is pulling back. Keeping those hips nice and square. Lengthen through. Feel that lovely stretch through the back of the thigh. Drawing up through the quad muscles here. And then release. Come back to center. Do this hamstring stretch one more time. This time, take the arms out and back, interlace the fingers, push away from you, and then lift and bring your head down. Feel that opening of the chest and the arms moving side to side, just loosening, and bring it to center, release the arms and come back up. Rolling up through the spine. So bringing yourself to be side on to your mat. Our first exercise is to roll down into a plank position. So let's take a breath in, reach those arms up, exhale, and then tuck in the chin and allow yourself just to roll forwards, being mindful of your vertebra. The knees are just slightly soft, feet are grounded, arms are just hanging loose as you fold yourself down. When you get to the base here, just hang loose for a minute, push the heels, lift the hips, lengthen through the legs, keep the core muscles engaged. From here we're going to walk out into a plank position. So a nice line through the body from the top of your head through to your heels, core muscles in. So pull that belly center in. Have a sense of pulling your arms back, your upper arms back towards your feet, and just hold that position and breathe through front, back and sides of your rib cage. And then just take the movement forward onto the balls of the feet and push it back. Take it forwards and push it back. And again, forwards and push it back. Feel your core working here. Lift the hips up, walk the hands in towards your feet. Have your knees soft if you need to. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, just gently roll the spine back up. Re-stack in the vertebra, one on top of the other. Taking a breath in and exhale as we repeat that one more time. So all the way through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Nice and easy and relaxed. Take a breath in. As you exhale, walk your hands forwards. Find your position. This time, just going to move the body to the right, center, and then to the left. Center, to the right, center, and left. One more each side, to the right, center, and the left. So from here, drop your knees and bring yourself to lie on your side. So we're doing hip abduction, double leg raise here. So lengthening through, legs are straight, let your arm rest down and your head rest in your arm. Just tent your fingers, push through the heels, engage your core, and then lift the legs up and lower down. So pushing the heels away and then lifting, so you feel side body, and lowering down. And again, push forward with the heels and raise the legs, little hold, and control it back down. And again, press and lower. So you can feel side body working here. So we're strengthening through the side of the core muscles here, strengthening through the hips in that hip abduction. And again, pressing up and down. So go through a little checklist before you move. Heels pushed away, breathe in, and then float the legs up and release it down. So heels, core engaged, and lift and lower. So heels pushed away, core engaged, lift and lower. So this time we're going to hold it a little bit. So push, feel the core, draw your shoulder blades in, reach the arm up. So feel that working. Bring the arm back down with control and lower. So we'll do that again. Push with the heels, lift, engage the core before you lift. Maintain your balance. Float the arm up. And then lower the arm down and relax. Let's do that one more time. So float, reach, and release the arm as you float the legs. And then just bring those knees in. Give yourself a little rub here, your side, and rest. So our next movement is to roll onto your back. So you can support your head with a cushion if you wish. So this is our supine position. So just lift the back and draw the shoulder blades in and down and then allow them to rest. Bring your right leg up and then your left leg up into a tabletop position. So make sure you have a good gap at the base of your spine here, so you're in your neutral spine position. Heels pushed away, so a good 90 degree, the hips, the knees and the ankles. Engage your core to about 30% of your strength. The movement on this exercise comes from your hips. Okay, so we're starting with the right leg. So everything from your center, pull it in, control it there, and lower the foot down so the heel is touching down and then coming back up. So you don't want any movement in the spine. So if you put your hands in your back here, you shouldn't feel any pressure going into your hand. So lower down and back up and lower. So let's do the same with the left leg now. So lower through and up, and again lower down. Just feel that connection with your breath and your movement. Back to the right leg. Just take it down and up and lower. To the left leg. And up and lower. So moving slowly with control. Taking this into just a single leg now. So right leg down and back up. And left leg. So be mindful here of the shift of weight from one side to the other. So your core is pulled in about 30% so that you can still feel and guide the breath into the rib cage, front, back and sides. So once you've got your back in that position here, you can place your hands on your front, just to where you feel the contraction in your core. And just press your fingers in lightly, and just notice what's going on there. And then release, swing those knees in, roll over onto your side, bring yourself up. We're just going to turn ourselves around as we come into the hip abduction, the double leg raise on the other side. So rest your head down in your arm, lengthen through the heels. So you want a nice straight line through the body. So engage your core at 30%, feel that activation here supporting your spine. Heels pushed away, take an inhale and float the legs, and then control them back down. So just tenting your fingers so there's no pressure through that arm. So push the heels away, lengthen the body, and then float the legs up and lower down. Push forward and up and lower. So taking your time with the exercise, lots of elements to think about here. So engage in the core, pushing the heels, floating up with that breath in, and exhale as you lower down. Draw the shoulder blades in toward the spine to maintain that good postural position. So you should have a gap beneath your waist area here, just the same as when you lie on your back. It's that same following the contours of your lumbar spine that curves inwards. And push and lower down. So we're going to start to hold this now. So find your position, so engage, heels pushed away, extend from the crown of your head, float up and hold, and lower down. And again, float up and hold, and release. Pushing up and hold. So this time we're going to start adding the arm for those who want to. So push up and hold. Take that arm up. So really feel the work in your core here. Bringing it down and release. Take a breath in, heels pushed away, engage the core. Float, raise the arm. Release and lower down. Last one. Pushing up. Reach and release it down. Bring your knees in. Okay, so let's roll onto our back again. So our supine position. So lift the back, draw the shoulder blades in and down, lengthen through the crown of your head. Have your feet hip width apart and grounded. So you can place your hands behind your back again if you wish. So you feel that connection of keeping that neutral spine. Okay, right leg up, 90 degrees at hip, knee and ankle, the same with the left. So this time we're going to just allow the right leg to drop towards the right side into hip abduction, and then back to center. Same with the left. So left leg just floats into hip abduction and back to center. And just notice how this feels on your back, on your shoulder blades, in your lumbar spine, where you feel the movement of the leg. Take it a little bit more pressure onto the one side. So it's important that you have a good core contraction here and lowering through. Pressing it down. So keep your shoulder blades down, keep the weight evenly distributed through your shoulders, through your arms, through your buttocks here. Bring your hands to your front if you wish and feel the deep contraction in your core as you gently just push your fingertips in. So you have your thumbs on your belly button and your fingers down to your pubic bone. And again, take it over, back to center, and then to the left. So we're just going to do a little combination here now. So from the first exercise we did in this position, so heel drop down and up, same leg into that hip abduction. And back to center. Left side, inhale, engage the core, down, just moving from the hip all the time, and into that hip abduction. So we'll do one more of these on each side. So down, heel, heel drop, hip abduction. And heel drop on the left, hip abduction on the left. And just bring those knees in. Just circles here. So you should be aware of your deep core here. Okay, so this time just extend your right leg out. And then as that one comes in, the left one goes out. Press and press. Bring your both legs in. Take a breath in. As you exhale, just roll yourself into a ball. Feel that stretch through the lower back. And then inhale and release. Exhale, roll into a ball. Inhale, release. Exhale. Inhale. Extend your left leg out and holding below the knee, bring that right knee towards you. No force here, just give it a little bit of assistance to hold it in place, pushing your left heel away from you so that leg is really nice and straight. Feel your shoulder blades, your tailbone, and you still have that gap in your neutral spine. Have that core pulled in just to about 30% to maintain a good postural alignment here as you push through the right heel up into a hamstring stretch. And bend your right knee. Bend your left knee, foot flat. Place the right ankle to the thigh. You can hold in that position if that's as far as you wish to go and just push the leg down. Or you can float that left leg up into a full outer hip and thigh and buttock stretch on the right side. You can place your right hand through the middle, hold on to the left thigh, and your left hand to the outside of the left thigh, and just draw those legs in and feel that deeper stretch on the area that we've worked today. Release the hands, release the left foot and the right. Then the left knee in, hold below the knee, extend the right leg away, push the heel away. Feel that stretch through the hip, flexor on that right leg. Extend through the heel of the left leg towards the ceiling, holding round about the calf area. You can use a strap here or a towel or something just to hold. You can place it round the ball of the foot and hold yourself in place here. Keep that left heel pushing away, the right heel pushing away. And then slide that right foot in, bend the left knee and place the left foot on the thigh and draw the legs in. Have an option here to push the left arm through the middle and the right arm to the outside of the right thigh, and hold and draw those knees in towards you to get a much deeper stretch. Just bring your awareness to your breath here. It's deep, relaxing, smooth breath. And then release the foot down, release both feet. Take your arms out to the side. Feet and knees together. And roll the knees over to the right so you feel that left side body stretching. Bring those legs up a little higher if you can. And just place your hand to the outer side of that top thigh. Feel an opening through the left fingertips here, so you feel that into the chest. Make sure your hand is in line with your shoulder or just below slightly. Then bring the legs up. And we do the same on the other side. So take it down, bring the legs into whatever position is right for you. And feel that stretch through the right side of your hip, through your waist area, through the chest, the inside of the arm. Lengthen those fingers away from you. Try not to hold with any tension, just gently ease the tissues down. Relaxing a little more. And then from here, roll over to bring yourself onto your front. And have a sense of pulling your forearms apart and back towards your feet as you take an inhale and lift up, pressing the pubic bone down, tops of the toes down. And if you can, allow your elbows to float, so that you feel the back extension and the stretching through the abdominal muscles. Draw the shoulders down and back away from your ears. Extend from the crown of your head. Deepen the breath. And then release. Bring your right foot back. Stretch through the front of the thigh and the hip. You can lift that back leg if you wish, or keep it down, and then release. Do the same on the other side. Keep your knees parallel, and if it's available to you, just slightly lift and look forwards, and release it down. Pushing up onto all fours. Take a breath in as you drop belly center and chest, and lift, and exhale as you round the spine, chin towards the chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Release it down. Tuck your toes under. Bring yourself into this fold position. Hold your elbows and just gently rock side to side. Relax the arms. Engage your core. Inhale and then start to roll up through the spine, unfolding one vertebra at a time. Shoulders relax back and down. Bring yourself to the center of your mat. Let's take a breath in and exhale. Take a breath One more time. Big breath in and exhale. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you feel worked in your core and feel a little more relaxed than when you started. I look forward to sharing my session with you next week. Namaste. Thank you. Bye-bye.